Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius, October 27, 2022. It's time to assess what may have been holding you back from thriving, mainly related to your career and home life. This eclipse set, spanning from October 2021 to November 2023, is powerful for arriving at a better work-home balance. With this particular eclipse, the focus is taking charge of your home life, attention to matters of security and safety, and connecting with family and your own emotions. It can serve as a cosmic nudge to find your roots, build your sense of security, and focus on building your support system or base of operations. There can be the need or desire to put your personal life first now, and changes may be afoot. You're in an excellent position to start fresh and take charge. You're getting in touch with basic feelings and needs that you may have overlooked in the past. Improving living conditions and arrangements can be in strong focus. There can be some drama on the domestic front, but this ideally leads to a fresh perspective or a new beginning. Changes and improvements may be necessary as you reorganize your personal life or shuffle around your priorities. Initially, you can feel somewhat drained, after which you'll feel a surge of optimism and confidence about self-nurture and nurture. With this eclipse in alignment with charming Venus, it's a great time to smooth over differences. Turn the page. A new era is upon you. This is because a solar eclipse is arriving, promising a fresh start and destined new beginnings. For you, this lunation spotlights your solar fourth house of home, domesticity, and real estate and will bring about a fated change. You and a partner may now decide it's time to redecorate your living space, renovate, or even move to a vast new location. If you are single, you may instead decide to touch up your apartment or home and transform it into a charming atmosphere that promotes sex, love, passion, and laughter. What do you need in your work and life balance? Today's new moon partial solar eclipse in Scorpio suggests that the next 6 months might push and pull on your attention. You may find yourself incredibly dedicated to your career at first, then spending more unexpected time at home or with your loved ones. The eclipse may even encourage you to transform your work environment in unexpected ways. Although the intensity of this portal can be taxing, you may come out of it feeling more empowered than before. Hold off from setting intentions or manifesting since eclipses are unpredictable. 2 days before Jupiter is due to retrograde back into your financial sector, the moon forms a friendly aspect to the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment in her early days in direct motion here. While the main financial focus is still on the past and even more so when Jupiter returns, there is also a chance to look to the future, and especially when it comes to considering new financial resolutions for the future. Your least favorite thing is to be blamed for causing some kind of disappointment, and you may find yourself caught in this type of bind this week. There's no way to really change your basic nature, but you can prevent certain situations from occurring. For starters, be honest with yourself about how busy you are and whether or not you can manage everything you need to get done for yourself before you make plans to help others. Your number will incite you to follow rather than open up a path today, so you may feel somewhat submissive in relation to a person or situation close to you. You may have to bear a burden or make an effort to find an equilibrium. Take responsibility for your dependence on others. Concentrate on the task that needs to be accomplished and take the long view. Today, you don't have the necessary hand to move things ahead alone. The moon is not only still in your home and family sector after yesterday's eclipsing new moon, but aligns with Venus today, just as she is separating from an alignment with the sun. This also comes just as Venus moves into the final 3 weeks of her short 24-day visit, putting a lot more focus on your heart, intuition, instincts, and imagination. Where the sun is more focused on what is, Venus is giving your heart a voice while benefiting from the momentum that yesterday's eclipsing new moon has created. While the moon crosses the lunar nodes every 2 weeks, and this will always highlight your work-life balance, with the sun involved, this has just created the first of 2 eclipses. This is making any work, life balance issues more obvious, but with the moon returning to your romantic sector tomorrow and Venus, the planet of love, in 3 weeks from today, the timing couldn't be better. Our eyes in the sky. Today is a unique day that asks everyone to really dive into their subconscious mind. With much of the day pointing toward our need to focus our energy on meditation, it's an important time for some much-needed self-care. If the news and media are getting to you emotionally, don't even look at the things that will upset you. This might mean turning off all social media, hiding the phone, and stepping away from the computer for a period of true rest. The strong conjunction between the Sun and Moon in fierce Scorpio is going to kick up a lot of stuff at once. This is a channeling aspect in the astrological world, especially as the solar path enhances the intuitive ability of your mind. It's the perfect day to write in your journal and dive into the intense self-help work that you need to move forward. It's a great time to discover hidden things about yourself that you haven't been able to connect to because of the state of the world. It doesn't mean that you don't care. Empaths and other extremely sensitive people are going to be even more clued into the vibrations of the community without even looking online. This is a good cry kind of energy. Some healing modalities include playing your favorite music, dancing, singing, taking a soothing bath, and even just chilling out and regrouping in the evening. Just after midnight, the moon enters Scorpio, exiting its void of course, which began yesterday afternoon. We are now just a few hours out from the Scorpio solar eclipse, making this an occasion for meditation, silence, and release. Many of us will be asleep at this hour, and we might undertake this shedding process in our dreams, letting go of old projections and fears and aligning our intuitive compass. Over the next 2 days, we remain in this inquisitive lunar terrain, seeking deeper communion with our unconscious mind. Before dawn, the Scorpio new moon solar eclipse catalyzes changes to our psychological landscape. As with all eclipses, we are encouraged not to use this time for intention setting. The Sun and Moon's interaction with the lunar nodes prompts karmic events, allowing the universe to work its magic upon us. We should trust the process rather than try to control our fate. However, should we need a meditative prompt to ground ourselves in what is sure to be an energetically turbulent day, we can use the Sabian symbol for the first degree of Scorpio for reflection: tourists on a sightseeing bus. This image is food for thought. It posits the idea of being an observer moving past an observation. We are tourists of our own experience, curious as to the landscape moving by outside our window. We might also consider this Sabian symbol in terms of taking a glimpse into our past, as the luminary's conjunction with the lunar south node suggests that past behaviors, interactions, and conflicts may now consume our attention. If we can detach from the illusion that the past is present and turn our focus to our future, we can avoid getting caught up in unconscious traps now. This eclipse is additionally aligned with Venus, emphasizing our relationships. We may be destined for run-ins with old romantic partners, friends, or colleagues. Or situations transpiring within our current relationships may be eerily reminiscent of prior engagements. We can be curious, like the tourist, about the lessons these people have to teach us, but avoid jumping to Scorpionic conclusions. No need to exit the bus. Matters will become clearer over time.